A big hi to all the bacha log in the classroom. Hi, hello everyone. कैसे हैं सब? हाँ, I want every one of you to come quickly and tell me and update me in the chat box how your day was, how you're doing, and everyone. Hi Preeti, good evening. Hi Sabra. Arshpreet Kaur, hello sir. Okay, hi Preeti. Who we have? Shivang, Abhimanyu. So Miara, right? Okay, so I know that I'm seeing every one of you after a very long time, isn't it? Yes, I was out with some personal things, right? And here we are back, and obviously, right, we are going to start with our new chapter. But how many of you have noticed we have some changes here? Bacha look, how many of you have noticed we have some changes here in the classroom? Hi Preeti, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi Sneha. Nobody noticed the changes here, huh? Nobody noticed the change here. Hi Aarti, hi Meroha, hi Palak. So here, okay, we got a screen. Okay, so from today onwards, we'll be learning physics on a bigger screen. And with bigger Ameer sir, everything is going to be bigger, and obviously the knowledge is going to be bigger, right? Okay, so without waiting, let us start. So bacha log, what are we going to do today? So those who have just gone through the thumbnail might have understood what we are going to do in today's class. So today we are going to start a new chapter, which is properties of fluids. Right? You already have completed the chapter properties of solids, isn't it? Everyone, tell me. Yes, sir. In this amazing way, we have started and completed the chapter of solids. So here we are with a new chapter. So in today's class, we won't be covering that much, right? We won't be in a rush. So slowly, we'll understand the concept. We'll be starting with the properties of fluids such as density, pressure, right? Pascal's law, and if we have time, we will also be covering how the pressure occurs if we move according to the depth of a fluid. So these are the topics we are going to cover in today's topic. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? So whoever is seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and those who love me more used to call me Ameer Bhaiya. A bit of introduction about myself. I hope you all can see on the screen, isn't it, मेरा बच्चा लोग? Okay, so yes, moving on. So this is the Telegram link, bacha log. So it is in this Telegram channel. All the updates, whatever happens in our YouTube channel. So make sure that everybody joins this so that you won't be missing any of the live classes from your favorite teachers. Okay. So yes. Bugs Bounty. Everybody or many of you might already be knowing. Those who are new to this particular platform, I'll just tell you what this Bugs Bounty program is. Bacha log, it's an amazing way where you can grab so many prizes. What you have to do, you just have to go to the description box. There you'll find it. If you fill the form and any inappropriate content in the videos uploaded by Unacademy, what happens? You'll get so many prizes that report is valid. Okay. Now, I think I don't need to ask you, is there anyone who haven't still written the Combat Scholarship Test? Mera bacha log, those who haven't, jaldi se jaldi come and enroll for the scholarship test. First thing is you can get familiarized with lot many multiple choice questions. Second thing, for the first 25 rankers, certificate of merit is given. Third thing, for the first 3 ranks, right, 1 year of plus subscription will be given at just like that. Isn't it simply amazing, mera bacha log? Yes. And one more thing which makes this particular program so much amazing is like this particular compact scholarship test, which happens on every Sunday at 1 p.m. This is totally free. You don't have to pay anything, but you'll have to use this particular code. Okay, mera bacha log? So the code is AMB10. So this is our code. Make sure that you use this particular code. Okay, mera bacha log? Okay, make you sure that you use this code while you make the enrollment for this particular scholarship test. Okay, moving on. Now, bacha log, whoever is new here, I'll just give a brief introduction about this plus subscription to everyone. Okay, a brief introduction, whoever is new. So in the meanwhile, can you do a small thing? Let me ask to all. Okay, so my voice is low. Let me check once, 1 minute. Okay. I can hear myself properly in my mobile phone. So how can the voice be low? So can you please increase the volume? Right? Thoda. Okay, everything is fine, right? Okay, everything is fine, right? Yes, sir. Cracking. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. From where the sound is coming? 1 minute, I have no idea. So, is it fine right now, मेरे बच्चा लोग? Is it fine? I hope everything is fine, है ना? Okay, I'll just check the connections 1 minute. Okay, so I'm just moving on. So can you call everyone and share the class and tell them that we have started a new chapter, which is the properties of fluids. Okay. Okay, so everyone, jaldi se jaldi, fatafat share the class to all your friends. Okay, now here we have the Plus subscription where you'll get personal attention. Okay, there will be all amazing teachers will be there to take care of you because all the teachers are so experienced because they'll be telling you what are the multiple choice questions you should be practicing. Okay, and they will also be telling you what are the examination pattern you should be expecting for everything. They will be there, right? Then what else? You'll be having live test series, PDF notes will be given. So won't this make you super amazing and won't this improve your marks? Obviously, for all these things you can go for Plus subscription. In Iconic subscription you'll get all the features of Plus, some extra features such as a personal mentor will be given to you. Matlab a person who can help you with your studies and everything. This person will be there throughout. Okay, so for 24/7 for your study purpose. Okay, then these are the things. Make sure that you can come and enroll for this. Okay, so I'll just show you how much does it cost you. For a 6-month subscription, if you're going for, as we are already at the academic year end, 6-month subscription is enough. So it will cost you 1,667 per month. And actually you don't have to pay that much also. Kyun? Because we have this code, Anna. So user code of AMD10, get 10% of discount and maximum offers while you make the subscription. Okay? Then regarding our Iconic subscription, mera bacha log, in Iconic subscription, if you're going for 6 months, it will cost you 2,833. You know that super cool features are there with Iconic subscription. Make sure that jaldi se aap enroll kar sakta hai. The code is AMD10. Why you have to use this code, mera bacha log? So that you can remember my name. Bilkul nahi, you'll get 10% of discount and so many offers while you make the subscription. And one happy news is there, bacha log. This is the last thing that I want to show you before we start with. New course has been started, okay, which is given as the Spark for Term 2 Science. You can see these amazing panel of teachers. I be conducting physics classes. Right, Abama is there. We have for chemistry, Shalini ma'am for biology, English by Anita ma'am, and Debak sir for maths. So if you want to make 100% in your upcoming term 2 examinations, right, start your journey right now. We already have started, so everybody can come and enroll. You know the code, Anna? It is AMB10. So don't forget. So that's it. It's time for our studies. So shall we? Okay, so everyone, shall we start with our classes? Okay, so I hope everything is fine. Sir, on 13th of December, आपका physics exam है. All the best. You're gonna rock. Okay, because we together have learned, है ना? So shall we start? Everyone, let's crack it. Yes, you are ready. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so target क्या है? Our target is 100% each mark. Okay, Sabira, and everyone, let's start with our chapter. Now, as you all know, it's a very cute chapter because most of the concepts you already know. But we'll be learning some of the important concepts also, some tough concepts also, don't worry. Okay, we'll be going really slow. I'll make every one of you, everyone in this classroom understand each and every concept. Okay, so don't worry at all. Now, the new chapter, which is properties of fluids. First tell me, what do you mean by fluids, or how can we define what a fluid is? A big definition is given by my content person. Let's first read that what it is. Okay, so as you can see, fluid is defined as fluid is any liquid or gas or generally any material that cannot sustain a tangential or a shearing force. I hope you remember what is a shearing force from the chapter Properties of Solids, है ना? When at rest, and that undergoes a continuous change in shape when subjected to such a stress. I know that you will be like, sir, kya ho raha hai? You are starting a chapter and you are giving such a huge definition for water fluid. No, it's very simple. The simple definition you all can remember regarding fluids, I'll just give you. Take it. So, fluids, how can you define what a fluid is? Take it. Anything that can flow. Fluids, which means flow. Anything that can flow is simply called as fluids. So among the three states of matter, tell me which are the two states which can flow. Obviously solids, so it's not solids, liquids and gases, है ना? So obviously in this particular chapter we are going to talk about liquids and gases, but mostly we'll be concentrating on liquids here, right? This is all the chapter about. Now we'll start from the basics, okay? Related to fluids, we'll start from the basics. You know that there are so many properties and quantities related to fluids. We'll start from the chotu one, which everybody might be knowing. Do you want to make a guess, mera bachalo? Do you want to make a guess on which topic we are going to start with? Liquids and gases. Very good, Shreya, Palak. Then Miara, Simra, everybody is giving the answer, right? Okay. Still there is a problem. Still there is a problem. Oh, okay, yeah, some disturbance is going on, है ना? So, why there is an issue, मेरा बच्चा लोग? What can we do here? बाप रे, बाप रे, बाप रे. So give me a minute. Why there is a disturbance? Why there has to be a disturbance? 1 minute, okay? Give me 1 minute, मेरा बच्चा लोग. I'm really sorry. So is everything fine? Is everything fine? Now is it fine? Is everything fine? Bachalo, can you please confirm? We have to start with the chapter. It's an amazing chapter, है ना? So जल्दी से आप सब लोग बता दीजिए. Okay? Yes? अरे यार, still, but still that burping sound is coming, right? Still that burping sound is coming, right? Okay, give me a minute, give me a rib. Still burping, right? Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so let me call someone. Okay, so I'll just Yeah, yeah. Eardrum crack, and you, okay, you can just keep the what's the earphones away. Oh. Okay, I literally can listen to that voice. It's hello, Dhruv. Should I end the streaming? But it is like totally cracking. Students won't sit there. It's like some random sound is coming. Like, okay. Sound is coming, na, but don't know from that tup sound coming. So I think I'll just end the streaming for 5 minutes, then we'll restart again so that you can check. Okay, so I'll end the stream. So, bacha log, give me 5 minutes, right? I'll be updating in the Unacademy Telegram group when we restart again. Obviously, don't go anywhere. Within 5 minutes, I'll be starting. Okay, give me just 5. So, hi, hello everyone. A big hi to all my bacha log. I'm really sorry for this particular trouble caused. Now, I hope everything is fine. Can you please confirm in the chat box that I'm really audible and my voice is super clear, right? Everyone, jaldi se we have to start this amazing chapter, hai na? So I'm really sorry once again for this troubles caused. Hi Ethan, Miara, yes? Okay, so can you all just share the class to all your friends and tell them that we have restarted the class? We'll be covering in 6 to 7 lectures, we'll be covering this entire topic of properties of fluids. Let's crack it. Now crystal clear, right Neelam? Okay, so Preeti, Miara. Okay, so anyway, we are clear again. So good to go, I suppose. So jaldi say you all can share the class to everyone. Okay, yes, we're gonna start. I'm not going to wait again. So, like I have already started, right? We started with the definition of fluids. And what is a simple way of defining what a fluid is, mera bacha log? Yes, you can have a simple smile and say anything that can flow is simply defined as fluid, right? And we were about to talk about some of the physical quantities related to these fluids so that we can express the properties related to these fluids, है ना? So yes, let's start with some of the physical quantities. First one, something which you already know, which you are so much familiar with, and tell me from which class onwards you have started learning this regarding density. I think from 6th standard, 7th standard, at least 8th standard, है ना? Bilkul. Okay. What is density of a liquid? You all can read the definition along with me. Density is the mass per unit volume, right? Let's say for a given material, the mass is given. Let's say it is there, okay? And this mass, if it is occupying a volume of V, the density is defined as mass divided by volume, isn't it? Now you all can tell me what is its unit. It is kilogram per meter cube, right? Mass is having the unit of kilogram, volume is having the unit of meter cube, isn't it? Now, next question, you will tell me, is it a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? The density, what kind of a quantity it is? Let's not spend too much of time regarding this densities and all, because you already are familiar with. What kind of a quantity it is? Let me see the energy in the classroom. Jaldi se. Tell me what kind of a quantity it is. Nobody have answered till now. I know that my students are so much super good. Purna, yes, it's scalar. Shruti, it's scalar. Miara, then Kamlesh, Niku, yes, it's a scalar quantity. So you can simply write this density है ना, ये एक scalar quantity है. Okay, everybody knows this, right? So let's not stress more on what a density is. I don't know how many of you are so much comfortable with this relative density. I think 50% might be knowing, 50% might not. Let's have a look at what this relative density is. First, let us read the simple definition. Relative density, sometimes we also call it by the name of specific gravity. So when we listen to the word specific gravity, sometimes I don't want you all to scratch your head. Okay? So specific gravity or relative density is the ratio of the density of a substance to the density of a reference material. We usually use this reference material as water. Okay. I think only 70% is clear. What is relative density? I'll just tell you. Let's say you're having a body. Okay. Mass m, and let's say its density is rho. Rho is the density of this given material. And someone is asking you, okay, to find out the relative density. How can we find out? The relative density is equal to, relative density of this particular material is equal to density of the material, that is rho, okay, divided by density of water. This ratio we simply call it by the name of relative density. There is nothing more to explain than this on relative density. Jaldi se jaldi give the heading as relative density everyone and write this particular formula. More than enough. और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Okay, that ratio, density of the material by density of the water. Let me ask you, unit क्या है इसका? What is the unit of relative density? Can anyone tell me? जल्दी से जल्दी बता दीजिए सब लोग. What is the unit of relative density? कुछ है क्या? Screen is more big, everything is big, the knowledge is also going to be super big. Okay, very good Purna, very good. It's unitless, because it is density by density. The density, the units of both the densities will get cancelled each other. Obviously, this is a unitless and a dimensionless quantity. What? Relative density. Now, if a relative density of a material is given, can we find density of that given material? Obviously, matlab, the density of the material rho is equal to, tell me, look at this particular equation and tell me what this rho will be equal to. Rho will be equal to relative density multiplied by density of water. So if a relative density of a material is being specified, just multiply it with the density of water, you will get the total density. ठीक है ना? So there is nothing more to explain on relative density, but we can do some questions. Ready? Ready? Very good, Preeti. No unit, Hana? Okay, very good, very good, very good. Class 8 pe you all have done. Okay, so let's make the concept of relative density more and more stronger. Like I told you, today's class, most of the things will be basic, but we have to learn these basic things, Hana? Okay, so here we go with the very first Chotuza question. So I'll give you how many seconds? I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay, so I think I got the smart board. It's time to show off a bit. When I say 30 seconds for doing this particular problem, I can actually put this 30 seconds. Look how. Okay, where is the timer? Yes, I got so much of things today. So this is my show off day. So I thought of showing off from the beginning itself, but the mic has made some problems. So now it's a time for show off. So 30 seconds Shall we start? Okay. So here we go. Start it. Everyone, give your answers. I hope you all can read the question. I'll just be on the side. So what is incompressible liquid? The word itself say which we cannot compress. Anna? Jaldi, 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 jaldi. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and Myara is like show off kar raha hai na. Ready? So anyone? I can't see the answers from anyone in the chat box. Okay, Myara is going with the option C here. Then delicious Washigan's food is like option B bol raha hai. Then Mithilesh with a C, Ethan with A, Sneha Anand with B, Sabra with C, Mansi B, Arohi B. Okay, Palak C, Mansi B. So yes, the correct answer is option A. Okay, I know that there is only chotu difference between all the 4 options, but if you do the calculations very properly, you will be getting the options A as the answer. Okay, so shall we understand? It's not a very big question, right? Chotu question. Let's understand, right? Reading the question. Calculate the relative density of the liquid from the following information. Okay, it's a direct question for finding relative density. Mass of empty bottle is 24.5 grams. So ये हमारा bottle है. Okay. So mass of the bottle is how much? 24.5 grams. Okay, then what do we have? Mass of bottle filled with water. Bottle hai. Okay, so this entire bottle is now filled with water. So this is having a mass of, let's call it as M1. How much it is? 56.2. Now from here, is there any method of you to find out the mass of water? देख ले मेरे बच्चा लोग, total mass is 56.2, right? Mass of the bottle is 24.5. So from here, can't I find out the mass of water? That is equal to M1 minus mass of the bottle. From total mass, including the mass of the bottle and water, subtract the mass of bottle. So how much you will get? 56.2 minus 24.5. How much? How much you will get? Yes, you're going to get an answer of 31.7. So similarly, in the third bottle, क्या दे दिया है? Third bottle, you have some liquid. Okay, we are asked to find out the relative density of this particular liquid, and the total mass, including the mass of the bottle, is given as how much दे दिया है? How much it is given? It is given as 51.2. Okay, this is given as 51.2. Okay, very much. Now, can we find out the mass of the liquid here? Mass of the liquid, obviously, we can find out by from total mass, which is 51.2. Subtract what? Subtract the mass of the bottle. How much you're going to get? It is 26.7. Right? Okay. So now we got the mass of the liquid and mass of the water. But you'll be thinking, sir, for finding relative density of the liquid, don't we need the density of the liquid and the density of the water? Yes, this is needed, but we can easily derive. How? Density of the liquid is equal to mass of the liquid divided by volume of the liquid. Again, density of water is equal to mass of the water divided by volume of the water. Array, bacha log, look into both the cases. In both the cases, the volume occupied by water is the volume of the bottle. Volume occupied by the liquid is also volume of the bottle. So volume of the liquid and volume of the water is the same. It will get cancelled out, isn't it? If you want, I can write it here. I can write it here that volume of the liquid is equal to volume of the water ho jayega. Cancel ho jayega. What is remaining? What is remaining? Mass of the liquid by mass of the water. What is mass of the liquid? it's 26.7 the whole divided by mass of the water कितना मिल गया चलो 31.7. How much this is going to be? It is going to be the option हमारा option का yeah, it is going to be 0.8423 is going to be our answer. How much our answer going to be? Chalo, it is 0.8423, which is option A. So मिल गया सबको? Okay. So is everything fine regarding relative density? It's not a big deal at all, right? So can I see the smile from everyone? Okay. So many quiet mistakes, right? That's why I took step-by-step procedure. Though everyone have told me, so we know what is relative density. Sir, हम 8th standard में पढ़ लिए हैं. You don't need to teach us, right? So these are some simple questions. I'm not telling this is a very high-level problem. Very good. Arohi, Preeti, everything is clear. Okay. Yes. Now understood. Palak. अरे बिल्कुल बढ़िया, बिल्कुल बढ़िया. So ठीक है. अगला concept के लिए ready है ना? Okay. It's not another concept, obviously from the part of density itself. ठीक है. Moving on. Now, density of a mixture. Okay. What will be the density of two liquids if you mix those two liquids together? We have to find that out, right? Okay. Let's take a small example and understand that. Basically, we are having a beaker. Okay. In this beaker, first let me have some liquid with some volume V1 and density is ρ1. Fine. And on top of it, you are adding another liquid of volume V2 and density ρ2. Question is, what is the density after you mix these two liquids together? Now they are remaining as two different liquids, right? Separated by a line of separation. You are going to mix this. Once you mix this fluid, what is the net density is going to be if these liquids are mixed in a uniform fashion? You all want to know, right? Let's understand. What is the general formula for density for any liquids? Mass by volume, right? As we are having different kinds of liquid, so the net density will be equal to total mass divided by total volume. Okay. Even though you don't by heart any of the formulas that I'm going to give related to density, just by heart this, because rest of the formulas you can easily derive from here and there. Okay? So density is total mass of the entire fluid present divided by total volume. Okay? How will you find total mass if first one is having a mass of m1 and the other one is having a mass of m2, that is m1 plus m2, divided by volume is equal to, how will you write the volume as? It is v1 plus v2. But if you look into the example which I was talking about, masses are not given, right? m1 is not specified, m2 is not specified. So how can we substitute for m1 and m2? It's very simple. From this part, how will you write density ρ1 as? That is m1 mass of the first liquid divided by the volume of the first liquid. Any problem? Density of the first liquid is equal to mass of that liquid divided by volume of that liquid. So mass का formula कितना हो जाएगा? What is mass going to be? ρ1 into v1. Yes or no? Yes. So m1 I'm going to write it as, m1 I'm going to write it as ρ1 v1. ρ1 v1 plus, so m2 similarly you can write it as ρ2 v2 the whole divided by v1 plus v2. Okay, so if you are having a mixture of fluids, this is the formula. If there is a third liquid present, how will you find out the density? I think I don't need to explain it again. ρ1 v1, ρ2 v2, ρ3 v3 divided by v1 plus v2 plus v3. हो गया काम, है ना? हो गया. If there are fourth liquid, you will do plus ρ4 v4 divided by plus v4. वही काम है. Let's take one case. Case मतलब everybody I suppose written till here है ना? Everybody in the classroom. Written till here, no doubts I suppose. Simple sa concept, isn't it? Right? Okay. Now let us do a small case from here. Case matlab if the liquids which are being mixed together are having same volume. A small case. Okay. If both the volumes are equal, how the density is going to be? So rho 1 into V, right? Let's say V1 and V2 is equal to V. So rho 1 into V plus rho 2 into V, the whole divided by V1 is V plus V2 is also V. So if you take V outside, that is going to be rho 1 plus rho 2, V plus V, it is going to be 2V. So answer rho 1 plus rho 2, the whole divided by 2. Okay. Matlab, if you are mixing two liquids of each equal volume, the average density or the net density is the average value of both the densities. Matlab rho 1 plus rho 2 by 2. 3 liquids, rho 1 plus rho 2 plus rho 3, the whole divided by 3. 4 liquids, rho 1 plus rho 2 plus rho 3 plus rho 4, the whole divided by 4. Don't ask me again. ठीक है? Fine. So जल्दी से नोट कर ले सबने. Everyone in the classroom, जल्दी नोट कर ले. कोई डाउट है तो पूछ ले in the chat box. So I'll just stand aside. Okay, now I hope you can see me. Arey Kamlesh, okay, whatever it is supposed to be there so that you will get full marks for your JEE, NEET and board examination. I'll teach everything. ठीक है? Noted sir, along with me Sabra, Preeti OP sir, ठीक है? Preeti noted. So everybody noted. है ना Mansi with a smile Palak. Okay, ठीक है. So I think it's time to do a problem. Chodu problem, a small problem, right? Okay. So here we have a very simple problem. So I think everybody have noted down. Okay. Based on what we were discussing till now, a small problem based on that. So you all can do it. If you want me to read, you all can read it. I'll give you 30 seconds. Don't copy it from anywhere. I know that if you type this particular question in Google and all, you'll be getting the answer, but I don't want you to do that. Everyone, do the question by yourself. Okay, 30 seconds. You want me to show some show off karna hai kya? So that I'll put some timer here. Do you want me to do that? Okay, so anyway, it's time to show off. Show off ka time aa gaya. So where is my timer? Timer kahan hai? Okay, so timer aa gaya. 30 seconds. Okay, so done. Jaldi answers. I'll wait for 30 seconds, then only I'll be looking into the answers. I'll just pull this out. Which option? Mansi is going for okay, I'll only be looking at the answers after 5 more seconds. 4. Jaldi everyone, mark your answers. 2, 1 and time is up. Okay, let me see right now who all have given me the answers. Mansi is with the option D bol raha hai. Okay, then Sneha with D, Arohi with D option, Mansi is with D, Sabra is with D. So everyone, Arush, Palak, Dul, Kamlesh. Okay, so someone like B, Dul and Kamlesh gave me the option B. Purna, Ayush, D bol raha hai. Yes, our correct answer is option D. बिल्कुल amazing मेरा बच्चा लोग. हमारा correct option D है. Okay, shall we find out how it is? Right? Everyone, देख ले. Two liquids of density D1 and D2 are mixed with masses in the ratio 3:5. Find the density of the mixture. You all know, what did I tell you? When someone asks you what is the density, right? Go for the basic formula. What is the basic formula? Density rho is equal to total mass divided by total volume. Okay, go step by step. Finally, we'll reach at the answer. So masses is in the ratio 3:5. So first mass you can take it as 3x. Okay, and the second mass you can take it with 5x. If you want me to write it here, I'll write it here. Mass m1 we can consider it as 3x and mass m2 we can consider it as 5x. Okay, so substituting for total mass, that is m1 plus m2, that is 3x plus 5x है ना चलो ठीक है, divided by total volume. How can you do total volume? As volume is not directly given, but mass m1 is having a density d1. So can we find a volume from here? Can I find a volume v1? Volume is mass by density, isn't it? So v1 is equal to mass, how much? 3x divided by d1. Similarly, what will be d2? Its mass, that is 5x divided by its density d2. Or katham, substitute kar le, answer is done. You just have to do a simple cross multiplication. I know that you are super good at mathematics. Kar le, ho gaya kaam. v1 3x by d1 plus v2 5x divided by d2. What is common on the numerator and denominator, mera bachcha log? X is common, right? Isn't x common? Yes. So take it outside and cancel it off. So what is going to be remaining is equal to 3 plus 5, 8. Whereas x gone, x aise ud gaya. Okay, just like a vapor. Then x, if you cancel, we have 3 by d1 plus 5 by d2. We could have done the cross multiplication, but I don't want you to get confused. 5 by d2. है ना? 8 divided by cross multiply 3d2 plus 5d1. Okay, then you will have a d1 d2 at the denominator of this, which will be going up. So d1 d2, which is our final answer, right? 8 d1 d2 divided by 3d2 plus 5d1. Okay, so is it clear मेरे बच्चा लोग? Can you all see now properly? Those who want to write it down, जल्दी से write कर ले. Okay, जल्दी से write down कर ले everyone. I think you all can see the questions also now, right? Okay, noted everyone. Yes sir, clear. आ गया तो आ गया मेरा. ओके, सबको आ गया ना? स्माइल भी आ गया, जस्ट द कॉन्सेप्ट्स, और कॉन्सेप्ट्स के साथ स्माइल भी आ गया. Which one it is? Let me see. Abhishek, so you looking handsome. अरे बाप रे, thank you so much, you made me blush. Okay, मिल गया तो मिल गया, आंसर तो मिल गया, बिल्कुल बढ़िया. With a smile, Miara has confirmed not just the concepts, sir. We are also with the concepts came along with a smile. It's a happy thing, right? Okay, so the smile, both, everything is there. So ठीक है, proceed कर सकता है ना? मानसी, शिवांक, Ethan, Arush, okay, everyone. So moving forward. Okay, so what do we have next? Pressure. So now bacha log, we are going to enter into the chapter, right? Pressure is something which you already know, but there are some concepts which might not be knowing. So everyone listen carefully. So you don't have to think that as the topic is getting serious, sir will also get serious. Bilkul nahi. I'll always be with a smiling face. ठीक है? ये smile तो it will be there all the time. Now getting into the topic of pressure, listen to me carefully, because I'm going to tell that pressure is a scalar quantity, not a vector quantity. But then don't ask me after explanation. So why not? Okay, why it is a vector and all those stuffs after some time. Listen to me carefully. Read the definition just like we do all the time. Then we'll start with the explanation. Pressure. Pressure is the force applied perpendicular to the surface of an object per unit area over which the force is distributed. In simple words, pressure is force by area. But there are some concepts which you should be knowing. Else, when we reach at a higher level problems, it will be a bit difficult to make you understand, right? To all the concepts, make you understand all the concepts. Okay. So for understanding what is a pressure, take a beaker, okay? Fill this beaker with some liquid or any fluid, okay? Any fluid, okay? And insert some object here. I'm going to insert a spherical object here. We'll do some coloring. Okay. As there are molecules of water continuously colliding on the surface of this particular object here, it will be experiencing a force. Now, the force experienced by or on the surface of this particular solid will always be perpendicular to the surface. Okay, let me mark the force. So just like this particular point, at all the points throughout that surface area, the force will be experienced by it, okay, by this particular object. So this perpendicular force that is acting on the object divided by, if this object is having an area of A, that is defined as what? That force divided by area is defined as pressure. Now, when I talk about force, mark it. This is very important. This force is the perpendicular force acting at all points on the surface area divided by the area. It has to be the perpendicular force. Once again, it has to be the perpendicular force. I hope you all can see this perpendicular side. Okay. Is it fine? So that perpendicular force divided by the entire surface area over which this perpendicular force is acting, that is pressure. Unit kya hai iska? What is its unit? Force is having a unit of Newton. Okay. Area is having a unit of meter square. Unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Done first thing? Okay. First thing is done. Next, second thing, Newton per meter square is also given a different name. Newton per meter square is also given a name of Pascal. Matlab, you can also express the unit of pressure with the unit of Pascal. So Pascal is the SI unit of pressure. Okay. Next question. Is it a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? Everyone in the classroom, tell me. That's a tricky question because everybody can see force in the equation, isn't it? Okay, everybody can see the force in the equation. You all will be thinking, should I say it as a vector quantity or should I be telling it as a scalar quantity? Everyone. Ethan have with full of confidence he told me that so it's a scalar quantity. Kamlesh is like vector, theek hai? Sir, Kamlesh idea is like there is force, so obviously it has to be a vector. Shivang scalar, Myara scalar, Shabra scalar, Sneha is with vector. Okay. Now Myara is like some maybe. Vector, scalar, vector, scalar. Okay. Mostly everybody have gone with scalar, obviously. Pressure is a scalar quantity. Okay. Now everybody has stood up from their benches or their seats asking, sir, pressure is force by area. Force is a vector quantity. So how come pressure is not a vector quantity? Because in the calculation of pressure, just like I have already mentioned, we are not considering the entire force acting on the body. We don't want the entire vector force that is acting. We only need the magnitude of that force. We only need, once again listen, we only need the magnitude of the force. The magnitude of that force which is perpendicular to the surface. We don't need anything else. We don't need the direction of the force. Kuch nahi chahiye. What we need? We only need the magnitude of the perpendicular force acting on the body. This is all what we need. We are not at all concerned about the direction of force. So this particular force we are considering in the calculation of pressure doesn't have any direction. Usko direction nahi hai, because when you take this point, what is the force? Here, when you take this particular point, the force applied by the water is in this particular direction. It keeps on changing, right? We only consider that perpendicular one, right? So we only consider the magnitude of perpendicular force, and that by area is called as pressure. And this is the reason why pressure is a scalar quantity. Okay, I know that many of you might had this doubt in your mind that pressure is force by area. Why it is a scalar and why not it is a vector? I hope now it is clear, right? You can note it down. Formula. In the formula, give this particular symbol. It is very important because force has to be perpendicular. Very important. SI unit Pascal, scalar quantity. Why it is scalar quantity? Because we only consider the magnitude of perpendicular force. Clear? Everyone? Okay, gauge pressure, I'll explain once, right? We just started the chapter, hai na? We just started. Okay, so moving on. I hope you all have noted this down. हाँ वाह वाह वाह, एक छोटू सा क्वेश्चन है, एक छोटू सा क्वेश्चन है. आई थिंक यू ऑल कैन सी दैट छोटू सा सिंपल सा सीधा सा क्वेश्चन. राइट, डू इट. नोट किया पूर्णा, शिवांग, मिथिलेश. ओके ठीक है. सो जल्दी से जल्दी एवरीवन गिव योर आंसर फॉर दिस. कैन यू ऑल सी द क्वेश्चन? आई सपोज क्वेश्चन देख सकते हैं ना? ओके, सो व्हेनेवर क्वेश्चन कम्स आई जस्ट सिट डाउन हियर. Everyone, go for it quickly. Class 11 CBSE is going with the option C here. Ethan is going with the option C here, right? Okay, Mansi, C, Shivang. Okay, everybody is going with the option C, bilkul. So I think there is no need of even explanation, right? Abhishek, जब आप पढ़ाता हो सब क्लियर ही होता है. अरे thank you so much. So everybody is with full of option C. Very good. Shruti sir, timer. अरे बाप रे, भूल गया ना. अरे ये छोटू क्वेश्चन था इसीलिए टाइमर नहीं लगा. Okay. Shall I read? Okay, I know that what you all are thinking, sir. It's such a simple question. There is no need of even reading and explaining. But still, question आ गया. Explain तो करना ही चाहिए. करेगा. Pressure is given. Okay. Area is given. Question is, what is perpendicular force? Simple. Pressure is force divided by area. So force, pressure into area. Pressure how much? 2000. Area how much? 0.1. How much? 200 Newton. Right? I'm not even going to ask whether have you all understood. There is nothing to understand here, right? You just have to simply use the basic formula, get it done. Okay, so don't forget force is perpendicular force. Okay, yes. So moving on. Okay, it's time for Pascal's law. Everyone in the classroom, open your notebook because we need to write down the things here. Give the heading, everyone. Pascal's law. दे दिया सबने? Have you all given the heading as Pascal's law? Okay, so from here the toughness slowly will keep on increasing. So I want every one of you to maintain the pace along with me, right? And come along with me. Okay, yes, Arohi, yes, Akshit, Ethan. Okay, so everybody is there with an open notebook and a pen on their hands. Start writing what is Pascal's law. According to Pascal's law, right, the pressure at all the points at the same height will be same. What is said in Pascal's law? Once again, the pressure at all the points which are at the same depth will always be having the same value. What sir has just said, है ना? I'll explain. Let's draw a small diagram, chotu sa diagram, and understand. Okay, this is a beaker. Okay, we have 2 points. Point A, which is at a height of h from the surface. We have another point B, which is at a height of h from the surface. What is it in Pascal's law is pressure at the point A and pressure at the point B are equal if and only if the liquid is stationary. If the liquid is not moving, this is very important, right? Because after some classes you will learn that the pressure will not be equal at the same point, right? If the liquid is moving, you learn that at that point I don't want you to get too much of varied. Sir is telling one thing in one class and in the next class he is changing. No, bilkul nahi. There you learn that the liquid is flowing there. Here liquid is stationary. If the liquid is stationary, the pressure at 2 points which are at the same height or at the same depth from the surface of a liquid will be same. So you can write it as pressure at the point A is equal to the pressure at the point B. This is Pascal's law. I hope you all got it. है? I hope you all got it. What is Pascal's law? ठीक है? Everyone, written everyone. 2 things you have to write. If liquid is stationary, pressure at the point A and pressure at the point B are equal. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, okay, what we are going to learn now. Dekh everyone, it is not necessary that when Ameer sir says or when Pascal tell you that the pressure at all the points which are the same height is equal, right? It is not necessary you all have to believe, right? So you only have to believe any concepts in physics when you understand and when you understand the concept related to it. Hai na? So it is my responsibility to explain the concept of why the pressure is equal at the same height. Shall we do that? Okay. Let me drink a small sip of water, then we'll start. Okay. Dekhe, here we go, mere bachcha log. This is our same beaker. Okay. It has some liquid here. If we open the NCERT textbook, you will see that for explaining this particular concept of Pascal's law, they have considered a triangular prism. That is not needed, right? I'll just explain you by taking a simple cubical structure. Matlab, in this particular liquid, okay, consider a small cubical structure of liquid. Okay, a small cubical structure of liquid I am considering at some height h. Okay. Now, make sure that this particular cubical structure of liquid you are considering is very small. It has to be very small, bahut chota hona chahiye, so that all the points, hai na, if I take another color here, dekh le, all the points, if I take a point here, if I take a point here, if I take a point here, okay, wherever you take a point on that particular cube, it should be at the same depth from the surface. Matlab ye cube, na, it has to be so small. That is what you mean. Okay, I'll just write it down. So small. It has to be too small. Okay, written this. Okay. Now, for understanding how the forces are acting on this particular cube, I'm drawing an enlarged version of the cube. I'm not increasing the size of cube here. We are just enlarging, zoom kar rahe hai. Okay, we're going to just zoom in the picture. So here we have the cube. Can you see the cube here? Right. Now, changing the color of the pen. Dekh le. Obviously, this side we have liquid molecules. It will be giving a force. Okay, let's say that the force at this point is equal to Fa, marking this point this side as A. Here we have liquid surfaces. This liquid surfaces will be giving a force on this side of the cube. Let us mark the force as Fb. As it's a cube, area A is A here. Area at this particular point is also A. Area is same. Can you comment something related to the force A and B? Can anyone in the class make a comment regarding the force at the point A and at the point B? Can anyone? Can anyone? Can anyone? Very good. It has to be equal. Very good, very good. Okay, Purna, Kamlesh, Ethan, very good. Nice observation. Very good listening in the classroom, right? It has to be equal. Do you know why? Because this entire fluid is in equilibrium, right? It is not moving. How do we know that it is not moving? Dekhle, because we are talking about liquid which is stationary. It is not moving. If it is not moving, the forces are in equilibrium, isn't it? If forces are in equilibrium, we can say that the force towards right, that is Fa, will be equal to the force towards left, that is Fb. Okay. Now, how can you comment regarding the pressure at the point A? What will be the pressure at the point A? That is equal to force at the point A divided by the area at that point. What about the pressure experienced at this point? Pressure at this particular point is equal to force at the point divided by the area. Force A, force B is same. So what can you comment about the pressure? What can you comment about the pressure? We can simply say that pressure at the point A and pressure at the point B are simply equal with a simple smile on your faces. Is it clear? Is it clear? So pressure at the point A, okay, let's say this is A, and this point is B, which are at the same height H, we just have proved that both of them are having the same pressure. Is it clear, everyone? Is everyone clear about this? How we have just proved the pressure at equal heights of a stationary fluid is same. Okay, what is happening with illusions here? Everyone come back. Noted and clear. Preeti, yes. Ellam clear eye. Okay, so everything is clear. Palak, Mahi, Shivang, Myara, right? With a smile, है ना? So how many of you have noted this down? Jaldi se. How many of you have noted this down? It's so much important. I want every one of you to jaldi note this down. Okay, this is a derivation which is given in your NCERT. They have done with what a triangular prism, which is so much difficult for you to understand because you will have to take what the component of the forces. They are making simply difficult. This is more than enough. Okay, we just have proof. You can give the same proof if the term 2 is subjective. With a smile, noted and clear. Okay, very good. Okay, Shreya Kumari, very good. So, can we do one more concept? What do you all say? Are you all going to say yes for one more concept of this particular chapter, or you want to end me here? Tell me, if you all have saved your energy for the next topic, we can do that. Okay? Yes? Okay, everybody is yes. Enough. One more, okay, last one more concept, right? How the pressure varies according to the height. Last concept, this is a very important one topic, right? Purna, Sabra, Kamle, Shivang, everybody has said yes. So obviously we're going to start. So here we are. Just now what we have said, Mera chalo, okay, for a liquid which is stationary, pressure at equal heights are same. It also means one more thing. It also means that pressure at different heights has to be different, है ना? Pressure at equal heights, if they are same, right? If it is at a different depth, the pressure has to be different. Now we are going to see by what value the pressure differs according to we make a motion along the depth. Okay? If we move down the liquid, how the pressure changes, that is what we are going to learn. Variation of pressure with depth. Shall we understand? Okay, for that let us take a very chotu picture and we'll understand. So you'll be seeing this particular beaker Anna so many times in this particular chapter. Okay, for explaining most of the concepts here, I'll be taking a beaker. Okay, then I'll be filling the beaker with what? Thoda sa pani. Okay, pani or any fluid. Okay, now I'm going to consider a small cylindrical structure here. We'll take red. Okay. Dekhle, I'm going to consider a small cylindrical structure of water here. Okay, a small cylindrical structure of the same liquid, right? And by using the concepts of equilibrium, we are going to see how the pressure differs with respect to depth. Okay. At this point, let me mark the pressure as P1. At this point, which you can see, let me mark the pressure as P2. Okay. Along with the pressure P1 and P2, let's mark the area as A here. Obviously, it will be having the same upper surface area A. Right? Okay. Now, along with the pressures, there is one more force acting. Do you know what is a force? That force is, yes, obviously the weight of the body. What is it? The weight of the body, because this much cylindrical structure of liquid will be having some mass. So there will be a weight of the body mg. Pressures have mass. Shall we also mark the forces so that we can apply the concept of equilibrium? Okay? Is it fine? Okay. Dekhle, here on top there will be a downward force. Let me mark it as F1. How? Because of the pressure. Right? Taking the black color again. At this point, there will be a pressure force of F2, okay, because of the pressure P2. Now simply use the concept of equilibrium. According to the concept of equilibrium, how we know that this particular fluid that we have considered is in equilibrium? Liquid is stationary, it is not flowing, right? Net force will be equal to 0. Net force is 0. So start writing all the forces. Downward there is F1 and mg. So the net downward force is equal to the net upward force F2. Okay, so how will you express force 1 in terms of pressure and area? Force is equal to pressure into area. So F1 is equal to P1 into area plus. Bachalo, tell me, how can we express mass as? We'll write it here. Mass is equal to volume of the body into density. How will you write volume of the body? How will you express the area of this particular cylinder, right? That is this circular base area A, right? Into, let's say, this is having a height of h. So volume is equal to area into h. So volume, area into h into density. Ho gaya? No problem. Start substituting here. Mass is equal to area h rho g. Ye g baki hai. And F2 is equal to P2 into A. Common क्या है मेरा बच्चे लोग? What is common? A is common, right? Cancel कर ले, किसको wait कर रहे हैं आप लोग? So pressure P1 plus H rho G is equal to P2. Look into the equation once again and to try to make a perfect analysis. What is it? Look into this particular equation perfectly and understand what does it mean. Pressure at the point 2. This is point 2. This is point 1. Pressure at the point 2, which is at a depth h below the point 1. By what value the pressure has increased? Dekh le, pressure at the point 2 is equal to pressure at the point 1, right, plus h rho g. Plus h rho g. If you rearrange, P2 minus P1 is equal to h rho g. The pressure difference between the points 2 and 1 is equal to h rho g. Iska matlab ye hai ki from a point, if you are going to a depth of h, the pressure increases by a value of h, density of the liquid into acceleration due to gravity. This is very, 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 very important. Write it down. Every bacha logs in the classroom, write it down. Okay, the simple thing is, if we move down to a depth of h, the pressure will increase by h rho g. That is one concept. If you want to find out the pressure at a point 2, which is at a depth of h from the point 1, pressure at the point 1 plus h rho g will give you the pressure at the point 2. These are the two things you all have to write. Noted, everyone? Is the concept clear? If we go down the depth, right, pressure keeps on increasing with the value of h rho g. That's all. Okay, that's a simple concept. Everyone want to listen and keep it in your mind. Yes, perfect. Everyone clear, noted. Very good, very good. That's awesome. That's awesome, mera bacha log. That's super awesome. Okay, yes. Now I think we can do one problem and we can wind up today's session. Okay, a simple chotuza question. A simple chotuza question. I'm gonna sit here, right? I'll be looking right at you. Question is all yours and the options are all yours. Exhausted? Koi baat nahi, we're gonna stop the very last question. Okay, the last question, give the answer by using all your energy, right? Then we are gonna wind up the session. Hi Sanchu, hello. Okay, answers? Very simple. Okay, I'll just read the question for every one of you. A rectangular storage tank is filled with paraffin. Storage tank matlab the upper surface is closed. Okay, make sure that you add that to the point. The height of the tank is 2 meter. Density of the paraffin is 8,800 kilogram per meter cube. Value of G is also given. Okay, calculate the pressure at the bottom of a tank. Okay, at the bottom, what is the pressure gonna be? Simple. है ना? So it is going to be H rho G. So everybody is going with the option A, right, which is 1.6 into 10 power 4, right? So let's see, Shivang, Mansi, Preeti, right, Arohi. I can see so many with options A. Let's see how this can be done. Listen. Okay. Now you have a storage tank. They have mentioned that it is a storage tank to show you that the upper surface is closed. Okay, you'll be learning about what is atmospheric pressure later. Okay, to avoid the atmospheric pressure, we are having the upper surface closed here. Okay, we are having some what is there? Okay, some paraffin. Okay, it is filled. There is a point which is at the pressure at the bottom. Okay, so question is, what is the pressure at this particular bottom surface? P2 is the question. Let's mark the pressure at this point as P1. And if this is having a height of H, right now we have learned pressure at a point P2 is equal to, what is it? P2 is equal to pressure at a higher point, that is P1. Now from P1 we have to come down by a depth of H, so the pressure will increase by H, density of the material G. Okay, so P1 plus H rho G. Now dekh le mere bachcho log, at the point P1, above the point P1 here, it's completely vacuum. There is nothing to give pressure at this point. Right? To give pressure, there has to be a force. Okay, so on top of it, there has to be something to provide the force. Nothing is there. So force is 0. So pressure P1, you can write it as 0 there. ठीक है? So is equal to 0 plus H rho G. What is H? Where is H here? 2 meters. It's given as 2 meters. So 2 into, how much is density given? That is 800. And how much is G given? That is 10. Right? So this is going to be 8 2s are 16 into 10 power 3, right, Pascal, or 1.6 into 10 power 4 Pascal. So clear hai na mera bachcha log? Yes, Purna, Sanchu, Sneha, everybody. Everyone. So let me see the smiling faces from every one of you. So we'll wind up the session for today. Okay? We'll be continuing in our tomorrow's class. So jaldi se jaldi everyone show me that smiling faces and tell me everything is clear, and tomorrow everyone is going to be present at 8 p.m. for continuing this particular session. It's clear. Preeti, Shreya, Kamlesh, Shivang. Yes, Gaudam, bilkul. It is totally more than enough, let's say. Sanchu, yes. Sagar, thank you. Okay. Yes, smile is there. So, is it necessary to keep the pressure at the bottom? Same height of fluid in each section will be same. Mansi, I didn't understand the question. What do you mean? If you have any picture of what you mean, okay, please, can you send me the same in our Telegram group, Mansi? Okay. So, let's all meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. And if anyone is there who haven't liked the session and shown some love towards Ameer sir, jaldi se jaldi everyone start doing it. Okay. Everyone. Now, as I have already mentioned in the beginning, there is a new batch which is going to start. My first class will be happening on 3rd of December at 6 p.m. The class will be happening from Monday to Friday, right, at 6 p.m. And we are going to cover the entire syllabus. And those who need some extra personalized sharing, okay, guidance, you can come for this particular batch. It happens on Unacademy platform, and you all know what's the code you have to use while you make the subscription. What's the code, mera bachalo? It is A, okay, we'll have to use red color now. So the code is AMB10. I want every one of you, it happens or it starts on 3rd of December. You all can come and join. It's going to be super important. We'll be covering all the concept, maximum number of multiple choice question. You can clear the doubts at the moment because we'll be having the live chat that is happening on the platform. So make use of it. It is going to be totally worth, and you can see the panel of teachers for all the other subjects, right? So I want every one of you to come and join for this course as soon as possible, right? So, okay. Moving on, these are the other batches which you can find. Okay, everyone. Now, regarding special classes, when we have special classes, I'll be telling you regarding the special classes and everything. So, thank you, everyone. Okay, thanks you, everyone in the classroom. Those who haven't liked the session, jaldi se just move your cursor and click on the like button and do let me know that you have enjoyed the class. Okay, so those who haven't subscribed, you all can subscribe to the channel so that you'll be getting the notifications. And thank you so much. Now I have to say bye bye and good night to everyone. Shreya, Preeti, Sanchu, Palak. Okay, so I'll be sharing the notes in the Telegram channel, okay, which means an Unacademy Class 11th and 12th Telegram channel. Okay, and also in our Warriors and Legends group, maybe I'll be sharing. Okay, so Miara, enjoy. Preeti, bye. Okay, bye. Bye, Preeti. Bye, Shreya, Palak. So tomorrow at 8 p.m, don't miss. It's going to be super important. I want every one of you to come, right? Tomorrow we'll be discussing buoyant forces, law of flotation, so much of amazing things. Okay, so bye everyone. Take care and